Hi, this is Darius Brooks. Please tune in to the Sir Walter Jones Show from 4 to 6. You will not regret it.
Confused and lost, it was you who found me.
Snatched me from the night, stopped me from drowning. My life has changed, I've been restored. And knew what peace would do.
Oh, you came and you stayed, your love and you gave.
Your strength is made perfect in all our imperfections. Take us by the hand, lead us in the right direction.
And you stayed, your love and you gave. Oh, you gave, you stayed, and you loved and you gave it all. Can't make it without you.
Broadcasting all over the world at urbanbroadcastmedia.com, delivering love and inspiration 24/7. This is UBM. The following show is paid programming and does not necessarily express the views and opinions of Urban Broadcast Media and its subsidiaries. Thank you for listening to UBM Praise.
This evening, a young man that you all know is Joe the Policeman from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. I want you to put your hands together and welcome him to the stage. Big round of applause.
Let's go. Sir Walter Jones.
Who is it?
Sir Walter Jones.
What's his name?
Sir Walter Jones.
Whose show is this?
Sir Walter Jones.
Who is it?
Sir Walter Jones.
Say it again.
Sir Walter Jones.
Who you with?
Sir Walter Jones.
One more again.
Sir Walter Jones.
The Sir Walter Jones Show. Co-host Alvin Carter. We are a Christian talk show in where we tackle all the hot topics in a believer's walk. Wednesday is Music Business Night. We feature new and old artists. We talk about the music ministry in churches, choirs, musicians, music directors, etc. And we talk about publishing, record deals, ASCAP, etc.
Sir Walter Jones.
Who is it?
Sir Walter Jones.
What's his name?
Sir Walter Jones.
Whose show is this?
Sir Walter Jones.
Who is it?
Sir Walter Jones.
Say it again.
Hey everybody, Sir Walter of the Sir Walter Jones Show. We're here again. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Music Business Day. Today we'll sit around and talk about the music business.
Any kind of music.
All you folk out there who got a CD that you just dropped, we're getting ready to drop,
Pick it up.
thinking about dropping, yeah, please pick it up and toss it because some of it is pretty bad.
Ouch.
Some of it's pretty bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, some of it's pretty good though. Pretty good. And we want to talk about those that are pretty bad and pretty good and just a pretty. Yeah, we plan on playing. We've had past guests on this show. You just heard. What did we just play? Thurston. The great Gina Thurston.
No, them the babies.
Was that the babies?
Them
Michaela?
the babies. Them the Kayla and the sister.
Okay, they came from Gina's womb. Yeah.
Gina's jeans.
Gina's jeans. No, they came from Michael's jeans.
Yeah, I guess he did have them.
He had jeans on. Yeah, Michael and Gina Thurston, great recording artists back in the day. They were tops. They were the stuff, as they say. They traveled the world, giving us this wonderful gospel music. And now they have children. And the children are doing a thing. They're writing, and
Legacy.
That's what should be their new name, Legacy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, come on now.
Hey, y'all hear that, Thurston?
Yeah, yep. I just gave y'all a new name,
Legacy.
I
see it now.
I see it now.
Name and light.
Leg.
Legasy.
Leg. See. Yeah, the great Michaela, who I think she wrote that. I think Jay was on there and all her sisters. We've got, I think, Bobby Miller will be in. He's a new recording artist here in Chicago. Bobby! And he got a song that he's just dropped just a few days ago. It's a love song, actually. And maybe, I don't know, we haven't done the breakup song in a while. I might break that one up. Not sure yet. Yeah. So today we're talking about how to be successful as a recording artist.
How you win at this game?
Yeah, how you win at this game? Okay, this game has been changing down through the years, Alvin.
Makes you wonder if there are any rules at all.
You know what I'm saying? Because the rules keep changing, and sometimes the artist keeps changing the rules, and it makes you wonder.
The market.
The market changed the rules, but the customers, they change the rules because they're stealing. They're robbing them. And so that changed the game. And the record labels are like, okay, we can't give you the deal that we used to give y'all back in the day. So now we offer y'all what they call as 360 deals. We're going to do further shows on trying to get in depth into these particular deals from record labels. But, man, it has turned into something fierce out there. It has leveled the playing field, yes. And the glass ceiling has been kind of cracked a bit, so the starving artist can get up in there, like he opposed to what he could not get into back in the day. When back in the 70s, 80s, when I was coming up, it was hard to get in this game, man.
Very hard, because technology now has afforded that anybody can take their bedroom and turn it into a studio.
Yeah, this is true. And the equipment used to be expensive back then. Even when you did buy,
now it's an app.
Now it's an app. You turn on a Jimmy Kimmel show, and he'll do an entire song in about 2 minutes on his phone, and then play it for the audience, and bam, and then he puts it on YouTube, and there it is, or put it on iTunes.
Wow!
And sell it for 99 cents, and then a million people will buy it
just because of the novelty of it.
That's something. Yeah, and so we want to talk about that.
We need to podcast our show.
Well, it is. That is a podcast. We just.
No, I'm talking about spell it. I mean, sell it.
Selling. Okay.
Yeah, I've been working too hard for free, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, we will be selling our Wednesday shows for sure. That's already in the making. When I set up my Sir Walter Jones format, you notice that each night I have a different thing.
Really?
Yeah, you know that, did you?
No,
you just
man.
discovered that, didn't you?
Just you know, you got these little segments called, Men's Chronicles and Pink Perspective. You know, some crazy guy invented that, created with that. You know,
some crazy dude with looking like what's your Apple top? Your Apple? What they call that?
Oh, the Applejack.
Where your Applejack?
It's right here.
That's it. Okay, it's backwards.
It's an apple.
E for apple.
That's
J
my
for Jack.
signature, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, we come up with some of this mess right on the air. We created Fireside Friday was created right here on the air.
Right on the air. Friday.
Sure
Yeah, Theology Thursday.
Yeah, that's right.
And we watched some crazy adventure take place right before our eyes. Controversial porn.
It did.
Yes, right before our very eyes.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Transformed people's lives.
It did. It transformed.
But the music business night has been one of the most impactful for many.
Yeah, I agree with that.
With the different artists that have graced our studio and the way you've been able to dig and get them to become transparent, to wipe off the lenses so they can say clearly what others, they wouldn't say to others. They say here.
They say here. That's something else. And I've discovered that once you give them, when you take them back into the past,
yes,
and allow them to tell their backstory, then they become very transparent, man.
Yeah.
And I noticed that. And I think psychologists or psychiatrists, they do that to us when we're sitting in that chair.
Just tell me about yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Myself. Yeah, yourself.
Yeah. Go back. What happened when you was 19?
When I was 19.
Yeah. And they go back, and then you begin to talk about stuff that you have forgot about.
Yeah, stuff seems to surface.
I was enlightened when Darius Brooks was sitting in that chair, and Darius is a hardcore brother. We know him. He'd be very hardcore, very firm in his speech and whatever. Sometimes he'll offend you and use it, and he'll walk away.
Yeah,
but he sat in that chair
and walk away fast. Dude.
Yeah, he was. That's right, Darius. I'm saying this on the air.
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared of you. But he was so compassionate in that chair right there. He could not believe.
I saw the Darius that I used to see as a kid.
Wow.
That I looked up to.
Wow.
I hadn't seen that Darius in a long time.
In a while. Yeah. Now he said that Darius. I didn't say that. Oh, so
I hadn't seen him in a long time.
Y'all cousins, so y'all can say that. But I saw that. I did. I saw the humble man sitting in a chair. He was overtaken to some words he couldn't even keep. Oh my God, you remember that?
Yeah.
And Percy, same goes with him. Of course, there's a difference between those two guys. And,
one's taller.
Yeah, pretty much. The other one has bigger feet.
I ain't looking down there.
Yeah. But all of the artists who come here was was able to give wonderful insights of their life. But let's go to Facebook here and talk about some. Let's see, people will be chiming in usually around 5:30. Facebook start blowing up because people are getting off work
or waking up. Since we're talking about musicians,
waking up, yeah. And we always expect a different audience on Wednesday. We don't have that relationship audience that we usually have on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Right.
You know. So I geared Wednesday only for people who are just interested in talking about music and listening to music and what have you. And there's not everybody who want to get into the game. Sometimes it's just people who tune in who just like music in general.
Curiosity, and they become storers of knowledge.
Yeah.
And then they pass it on to someone.
They do. Yeah, I agree with that.
From it.
Sure, absolutely. But Sharinda Robinson asked a question. She says, have artists always sold their own music instead of it being distributed by a music company? Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but it seems like anybody can have a project out now.
Yes and no. Anybody who could afford it.
Yeah, that's right.
Basically, that's how that went. Tell her go see Old Brother, Where Art Thou?
Which is
they paid me $10 to sing it to a can.
Yeah, I love it. It's my top 5 greatest movies.
Yes, that movie. A great movie.
An amazing movie.
And the underlying stories. We can use that for Theology Thursday to discuss faith. Because the one of the characters was an atheist.
Right, sure was.
And everything kept falling into place,
Sure was.
and he would deny God's providence
Yeah.
until he had to.
That's true. The main character.
Yes. It's that Batman guy, George Clooney.
Yeah. He was, and then at the end, he he found God, I think. But you're right. You're right. So to answer her question, you had to be able to afford to sell your own music. This is true. It wasn't easy to do that.
Now, historically speaking, many of them would front money or either be given advances, and if they were smart, they carried product with them. That's what the greats in the the smart African American artists did. That's what Little Richard did. That's what Johnny B. Good did. Duck Walk. Chuck Berry. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Chuck Berry and James Brown mastered the art.
Yeah, he did.
And he never, as big a star as he was, he never left the original record company he was with.
Ain't that something?
Because he said, my money is here. I can control my money better here.
And that's true. Ray Charles was another success.
Oh, God, yes.
Owned. He demanded and he got it.
Yes. Pay me in singles.
Yeah, that's it. That's right.
I can see one.
I can see one.
I'm blind, but I can see $1.
Absolutely. And we don't hear about those stories that much, but
yes, the struggle, the amazing intellect that it took. May not have had the vocabulary, but they had the prowess and the wit to adjust life to their adversity and still win.
Yeah, and still win. Absolutely. Very bold. During that time, you've heard stories of artists being taken advantage of.
Yes.
Okay? They sold millions, but yet they were probably bringing home about $5,000.
If that.
You know what I'm saying? And still living at home in mama's basement.
Yeah.
But the record label was selling millions of records, okay? Because they had what's called sucker deals, where they just didn't read between. It was written on paper, but they weren't allowed to read the paper that much.
Or they didn't understand what they were reading.
They didn't understand it
because they didn't read long. They were excited. Yeah. They thought fame meant fortune.
Absolutely. What was that story with the little boy? The man, what's his name? Back in the 60s, I think it was. They did a movie about him.
Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Thank you, sir.
Frankie Lyman.
That movie. That was sad.
Yes.
What happened to him?
Frankie. Yeah.
Him and many others who have those.
Well,
testimonies.
modern day. Yeah. Uncle Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson. That's right. Yeah.
He was homeless until someone recognized him on the street. He said he was pushing the cart around.
Ain't that something?
And he recognized him, cleaned him up, and put him back on the top.
Yeah.
He to this day, because of the contract, can't say which person took advantage of him.
Yeah. All you gotta do is watch the Unsung and see how these people were taken advantage of during that time. Are they still being taken advantage of today? Yes,
of course.
Yes, they are.
P.T. Barnum said,
"Yeah,
there's a sucker born every minute."
Sure,
that's right.
Sure, and many of those bought his tickets to go see those animals. So yeah, there are many of them out there now, but there's not as many as there used to be because the artists are more savvy now. I went to go see Master P. All right,
yeah.
All right, now Master P.
Y'all look alike.
Yeah, yeah. Say what? Nah. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I went to WGCI here in Chicago, 107.5. Every year would have a music seminar. Yeah, okay. And I think the tickets was like $60 or something like that. And you choose who you want to go see, whose class you want to go sit in. Okay, me and my brother Larry at the time, he kind of introduced me to the record business. Pretty much, he would take me to these studios here in historic Bronzeville area where it was called Music Row here in Chicago, right up the street on Michigan Avenue. Started around, I would say, 21st Street, and it goes all the way up to maybe 30th Street. And they're all of the special record labels that were on that Music Row street. And the Beatles came here. Matter of fact, their first record deal that kind of got rejected was right here in Chicago.
Wow.
You got Muddy Waters and all these cats who are here. But so GCI wanted to keep the dream alive. So we would buy a ticket. We would go down to what's that hotel on Lake Street in Michigan? It's the Hilton. It's not the Hilton.
Hyatt Regency.
It might be Hyatt Regency. There it is. All right. Place was full.
Yes.
Okay. So what they did was they had a music seminar for gospel. They had one for R&B. Okay. They had one for rap, I think it was. They had one for producers or something like that. And the list went on and on. And then after that, we would have a dinner, and then some of these artists will come and sing for us and what have you. So I was there, and Luther was singing to us, and what's his name from the Isley Brothers? Ron. He would
Kelly.
Yeah, Ron. He would come and shake our hands or what have you. Crazy Howard was one of the hosts. You know, Crazy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's Dion's boy right there. Yeah. Dion was one of the engineers for Crazy Howard's. So we have a legacy in the room. But so I bought a ticket for Master P, and they said, Walter, you are a church musician, choir director. Why aren't you buying a ticket to where the Clark sisters and who was it? I think at the time it might have been Donnie McClurkin or somebody like that was giving the seminar. Okay,
you know them.
Yeah. So why don't you not sit in their seminar? I said, let me tell you something. Master P brought home last year about $300 million in sales, record sales. $300 million.
He's so good, he ain't even in the game no more.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. All right, $300 million. I says, Donnie McClurkin, Clark Sisters, and whoever else was Lou in that class combined
Ain't done that.
could not even get a quarter of that in sales. Okay.
Why is that? They're better. They have the better talent.
They have the better talent. Yeah.
There's something to say about that.
I
Talent
know.
in all of it.
I know. I says, I'm not going to that class.
There's hope for me.
That's because I told him I didn't want to buy a ticket to go to a spiritual renewal. I went for business and business only.
Smart
I want
man.
to see what is it that he did to bring home that kind of money. Why was his sales so high? What is it he did in business that was not unethical and illegal? Okay, so as soon as I walked in that class, he wasn't even there. He was sitting behind the Hollywood sign in California. There was a screen in the room.
He sold his name and not his presence.
Ain't that something?
Oh, that'll preach.
That'll preach, man. You're right there. Yeah.
Give me some paper.
And yeah, and there I was sitting talking to a screen, okay, while he was telling us all the things he did to make that kind of money. And he says, I was working for remember Tower Records?
Yeah, I remember Tower Records and
Coconuts and all those. He says, that was me. I was the stock guy. I was taking the CDs and the LPs and putting them on, on the shelf and going back in the stock room and what have you. He said, that was me. He says, but what I did was I kept asking the proprietor questions, the owner. I kept asking questions. Let me look in this book and see what you're doing. Let me see how you're doing this. Let me see how he says, I kept paying attention to what they were doing because I didn't want to be a stock boy the rest of my life. And he says, I began to take notice of how this man was running his business. And then I started realizing that he started at, what's that Mr. G's in Chicago, the music room, something like that.
Oh, George's music room.
Yeah,
George's been around for years.
Oh, years.
Yeah.
Okay. And if
he's now in Midway Airport. Now you know you done come up there. You're in the airport.
You're in the airport. Yep. And anybody who was anybody when they came to town,
George's.
they came to George's, and that's what happened to Master P. He says anybody who was anybody came to that store. And he says, I just was bold enough to ask them questions. How did you get in the game? How did you get started and all these things? And he says, I started, what I did was I saved my money. He says, I didn't do anything illegal, y'all, because I know y'all here thinking that I did everything illegal. I didn't do it. So everybody was laughing because I thought to myself.
Right.
And then he says, I started putting money aside to buy these little recorders, Tascam little recorders we used to buy. Remember those things?
Yeah.
I had them too.
I love them, yeah.
Little 4-track recorders.
Put a cassette tape in there, you turn a cassette into a 4-track.
Yes, sir.
And then you bounce the tracks across and turn the 8 tracks. Yes, sir.
High tech, man.
Yeah.
That was high tech.
Man, you had a session in your pocket.
That's right. And you took a little Shure mic, and plugged it in, and you was good to go, man.
I didn't have Shure. I had confidence.
Yeah, confidence. Yeah, I see. And so he started. He said I would go into the bathroom because the echo quality was there was wonderful. All right,
Acoustics.
Yeah, acoustics. He says my recording studio was in that bathtub. You pull that shower curtain, and then you get the wonderful reverberations in there.
It is more natural, actually.
It is very
You
natural.
run a wire in the tub.
It is a natural what they call echo chamber. That's what it is. And he says, and then what I would do is and I would go down there and get those high quality cassettes. They did have different.
Oh yeah, you
variations.
could not get tone masters.
No, you couldn't do that. Yeah.
No, man, you had to get the chrome.
Yeah, chrome. Yeah, that's true. Chrome.
I remember
the white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Maxell was later, but Maxell still was more of a consumer brand. Yeah. Yeah, if it feels so good. Yeah, right.
No, Memorex. Is it live or is it Memorex?
Right. That's right. And make sure you had some Scotch tape and some scissors handy and a little
that's how you
screwdriver.
edit. That's how you
edit it, man. That was your splicing.
Splicing.
Come on. Absolutely. And so he said he would record his songs and then he would come up with these beats and what have you, and they were quality enough for him. And he would put them on cassettes, and then he would sell them in his trunk.
Barcodes.
Yes,
he put barcodes on the packaging, and he would scan them himself to get those numbers.
See what I'm saying? And he would sell them, and then he went back to that store where he was working, and he was able to barter deals, and then someone discovered him. Okay, but it started with his effort. Today, artists they release a project and they think that somebody's going to recognize them right away because they got a project. And that's unfortunately not true. They want to make sure not just that you got a product, but they want to see if you got a following. Your following is more important than your project, believe it or not. Yes! The gimmick that you have is more important than even a lot of times your talent. I think some of these cats, they just got a gimmick. Look at the boy who had a little cameo in We Are the World. But they're the devil there. They're the devil there. It's true, we make a brand new world.
John Dillon. It's Dylan. Dylan.
Yeah.
Matt Dillon. Not Matt Dillon.
Yeah, you close.
It's Dylan is last
it's Dylan,
name.
Right. Okay, well.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
All right. The world knew he can't sing.
Yeah.
But the boy sold millions, okay?
Because he connected to that audience.
There was a connection.
He looked like the hippies. They was high and he was hipping.
Well, look at this guy. You are so beautiful.
Hey, Joe Cocker.
To me.
I'm sorry, Joe Cocker could write a song, man.
Yeah.
And he made me feel like I could sing.
But he couldn't sing. But he can write a song.
Well,
okay.
Who says he couldn't sing?
He could.
Everything I hope for. Everything I need. And you know what his presentation, because he always.
Yep. He's quenched. Yep.
It takes me back to Saturday Night Live.
When
John
Belushi did it.
Imitated him.
Sure did.
That works for me.
Yeah. So you have these people, you have these artists who had a gimmick, okay? Whether it was a white glove, whether it was a boot, whether it was Jerry curls, whether it was something, they had a gimmick. They wasn't the greatest singers. Look at Mary J. Blige, who could not sing. Trust me. We all knew she couldn't sing. But she came out.
She can now?
Well, there you go. Actually, she's a better singer now than she was.
Different songs.
But still.
Just say your words slower.
But it was
the timing.
It was the timing, and you got what's his name? P. Diddy. He got all these names now.
Yeah.
He went from what was his first name?
Sean Puffy Combs. He's Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah. Puffy. P.
And the Stay Puff Marshmallow.
Okay. Yeah. And when he's smoking, he's Puff, the Magic Dragon. But he discovered her, and then the record label discovered him because he had a production company, and the record label discovered him, and then he discovered her, and then Neo Soul came on the scene, or whatever they called it at the time.
She was a hip hop queen.
Yeah, hip hop queen, all this stuff.
She related to a demographic of non-singing black girls who were sassy, who had been hurt by a bunch of men.
Yep, there you go. And
so she had an audience.
She had an audience already.
So you either need a gimmick a sound on audience.
That's it. And that's where I want to go on this show is how can you be successful? There's somebody out there who is your audience. And let's find out how we can find your audience.
Great intro.
Yeah. It took me 30 minutes to do it, but I did it.
No, it takes time. Sometimes the introduction comes in the middle of the show.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I'm going to go to break, play somebody who...
Search your mind, body, and soul.
Search your mind. Okay. Shameless plug. We're going to go to a quick break. We got another artist that we feature here on this show. D got him queued up. I don't know who it is, so he's going to surprise me who it is. And we'll be right back with more of this stuff. This is the Walter Jones Show.
Log on to urbanbroadcastmedia.com and check out the many services Urban Broadcast Media provides. Whether it's social media, video production, radio broadcasting, or audio recording, we got you covered.
Took me way back. I had to change myself. Pass me not, oh gentle Savior, hear my humble cry. Oh, why on others thou art calling? Do not pass me by. I'm calling you, Savior. Oh, Savior. I want you to hear my humble cry. Oh, and why on earth I'm calling? Help me, Lord. Do not pass me by. Wait a minute, Jesus. Hold on a bit, Jesus. Do not pass me by. I need you more than I ever needed you before, Jesus. Do not pass me by.
Do not pass me by, Lord. Please, Lord. Give me another chance.
You see, and even that audience right there, Alvin, even that they have an audience too.
Yeah, they
right?
got an audience.
They got an audience.
Yeah, somebody bought that CD.
Somebody bought that CD.
Yeah.
And I wanted to pass it by.
Yeah, that CD has been. I use that CD every day.
Yeah.
Keeps my drinks from spilling on the table.
We'll be right back.
In this life, there's suffering, pain is
following show is paid programming and does not necessarily express the views and opinions of Urban Broadcast Media and its subsidiaries. Thank you for listening to UBM Praise.
Hi ho and welcome back. Wednesday.
We're free. I am free. Mufasa, I am free. That's the Lewises, Joseph and LaShonda. One of my favorite songs of all of my guests. That's definitely a song that's going to go down into the Pentacles of Time with Sir Walter Jones. It's one of those songs that you have to put in your queue.
Yes.
You know, when you're having time of worship.
But that's a good travel song.
It is.
A good worship song. It's a good song.
And
nothing like a good song.
When you could take a song like that and put it in any genre, that's a great song.
Yes.
Yeah, if that makes sense to anybody out there. Because whether it's praise, whether it's worship, whether you're up or you're down, whether you're just cleaning up the house, you just have freedom. And in God, there is liberty and freedom. Hey, here is some career outlook for recording artists. A recording artist is a broad category that includes many types of professionals who work with musicians and singers to help them produce albums and songs. And I'm talking to those of you who are just entering into this world. This is the Recording Artist 101, okay? The career outlook can be good for an artist who's willing to innovate and find creative ways to provide services in a world where technology is affordable. And it's also affording individuals to become more self-sufficient. As we said earlier, this equipment that you guys are buying, it's very cheap now. You can go, if you trust, what's that site where you go? And it's like
eBay.
It's like
Craigslist.
eBay, Craigslist. Yeah, you go if you guys trust it. But I bought a lot of great things off Craigslist.
I've heard stories. I have yet to find anything that I could afford.
Dude, I have bought a lot of equipment off of Craigslist that would have normally cost me a couple $1,000. I paid a couple $100 for. So
you got to have a couple.
Yeah, you have to have a couple. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not gonna meet some guy under in the dark alley in Inglewood somewhere.
Hey, my name is Lenny.
I got this penny.
I ain't got none. There ain't any.
Yeah. Joseph Lewis said, dopamine.
No, that's Dolomite, man.
Types of careers. Recording artists work in audio engineering, helping put together new albums and songs for the music industry. Some have bachelor's and possibly a master's degree in recording arts or similar fields such as music production, while others are self-taught or learn from mentors like myself. Careers for recording artists can include music production, sound recording, audio engineering, recording engineering, or music mixing. Some even work as Foley artists, mixing dialogue, original sound, and pre-existing sound into film production, which is something that I have delved in newly, and I'm finding myself getting better at it. You give me a situation, I can create some music around it.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it took a while for me to get there, but I had realized that I was doing it already for many years, and then realized I was doing this. I found myself doing it in church.
Yes, you can. Once a certain story or a sermon comes up, you hear a sound that goes with it.
Yep. We play behind preachers.
Yes, and they all vary in styles.
Yep.
They set the climate.
Yep, that's absolutely. And sometimes the pastor, the preacher, evangelist will say, play me some music here as I speak. Okay? And
Give me
sometimes,
some ministering music. Give me some walking music.
Yeah, yep.
I need a song that would move the hearts of the people.
That's it. And so we have been raised in our church to be, in a sense, these film production people. Okay, that's why you see a lot of church musicians are hired out to do all these gigs like this because the church raised them to do these things. They didn't have to go to school. They didn't have to go to Full Sail. They didn't have to go to Berkeley. Okay, although you should try to go to those places where you can get in
if the opportunity comes.
If the opportunity comes,
take advantage of it.
Please do it. Because I know a lot of bootleg preachers out there. They have yet to know how to develop a sermon. They'll do a hoop and a holler here, thinking that they preached.
Say amen. Jesus, say amen.
Yeah.
Didn't it do it? Say,
right,
man, a
right.
bunch of contradictions.
That's all.
Didn't it do it? Can it can? Will it will? Won't it won't?
Will you sit down? Pretty much. And so you find yourself doing these things and didn't realize it. And then once you realize you can do those things, there is an audience for you. Those of you who are listening, there's an audience for you, because there's an audience for the racist. There's an audience for skinheads and Aryan nations, and their audience, there are Hitlers out there.
Heil.
And all that. Yeah, let me hacking on my bread. Okay? For everything that you do, there is an audience who want a piece of it, believe it or not. But let's talk about the current salaries, because we not making no money. Yeah. Bobby, come sit over here, man. Bobby Miller walked in the door. He made a grand entrance.
Y'all heard that, didn't you?
Yeah,
I know you saw him.
Yeah, I know y'all saw him. Yeah, he made this grand entrance. Think he's somebody. He think he's somebody. Well, he gonna be somebody until about 6 o'clock, and then he gonna be, well, just Bobby. 'Cause we create the best out here.
That's right.
Yeah. But current salaries, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2012, all right, this is a very important bureau, all right, recording artists had a wide range of salaries depending on their career focus. Artists who rose to the rank of producer could make $68,710 per year on an average. All right, so those of you who are artists out there, you might want to consider producing. $68,000 still today is good money.
Heck yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Those who rose even higher to become operations managers in the sound recording industry made $123,000 per year. Audio technicians made an average of $40,740 per year. Now, in some homes, that's still good money. Sound engineering technicians made a little more than $45,340 per year. Foley artists, in contrast, tend to get paid by the job. They may make about $42 an hour or $2,000 a week on an average. Okay, some of you again are struggling. You have not seen that kind of money. Even the $42 an hour, you have not seen that kind of money in the music industry. You might see it on your job if you're working in a 9-to-5 job when you're doing something good. But in the music industry, these numbers, many of you who are listening right now, no, you've never seen that kind of money in art, in the craft that you're in, because you're brand new.
Right.
To it, okay? I have to do variations of things in order to make that kind of money.
Put the pieces together.
I have to put them all together. So I'm a recording, I'm either going to engineer the project, okay? Now, here's the thing about you people who are in the music industry. I want to encourage you, and Bobby, you listening, right?
I am.
Okay. I want to encourage you not to just be a recording artist, okay? And here's why. Because of the stats I just gave y'all, right? The recording artist, Alvin, usually gets his last.
If they get it all.
If they get it at all, right. Now, Michael Thurston can attest to this on this, because he's been down that road. But the recording artists, especially back in the day, got theirs last. Everybody get theirs first. You go to a recording studio, the guy who gets his first is the studio in itself.
The studio owner.
They got this before you even booked the time, because they needed a retainer.
It, right.
Who else get their
engineer.
money? He get his. Who else get their money?
The band.
Yep. Here you go, sir.
The producer.
The producer.
Sometimes the producer get it first because the producer secures the studio.
Yes.
The producer secures. Oh, well, you ain't a music producer. You're a radio producer.
Yeah.
Sorry, son.
Yeah, sorry,
you
son.
got to wait. So if the producer secures the studio, then he has to secure the band. He has to secure the engineer. Yeah. The artist, a lot of times artists don't get nothing because they pay the producer.
Yep, they pay the producer. That's right. And the artist will finally get his after the record has been sold. That could take weeks and months. Or years, because watch this. He don't get his money after the first sale. He gets his money after the record label has retained all of their investments. Yeah.
Unless he gets a bonus.
Okay. And some people look at it at the advance.
Yes, an advance. I'm sorry.
Okay,
not bonus,
but the advance is not his. Okay.
Record companies.
Yeah. He gives you an advance.
And they charge interest on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you look at the cats who went bankrupt. Okay, don't touch this. What's his name? Hammer. You got TLC, I think it was.
Nail.
Okay, who?
Nail.
Hammer
and Nail.
Okay. Shut up. Bricks.
Right. Yeah, they left Commodores after they had Brick House.
You look at Tony Braxton. Okay.
Yeah.
All these people went bankrupt. Now you got to figure out how could that be possible after they've already made the big money back then. And a lot of times, it's bad management. I remember Tony Braxton was on the Oprah Winfrey show, and Oprah said, "Are you crazy?" And she had to catch herself. And Tony was like, "Yeah." She says, "Wait a minute, are you crazy?" She says, "I never sign a check unless I know exactly where that check is going. When they come to me and say, 'Oh, but we need a check for some pens and pencils.' Okay, where's the store? Okay, how much is it gonna cost?" And she says, "I won't sign it." She says, she says, "Now I may seem like I'm very stingy when I have," she says, "but I am not gonna wind up like some of you people out there."
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, she's saying this loud like this."
She can say it
because she was mothering this girl.
She been broke before.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And so I look at the artists who they get theirs last. So I'm going to go back to what I was saying originally. Don't just be the artist, but also be the songwriter.
Yes.
And the producer.
If at all possible.
If at all possible. Because there's good money in songwriting.
Ask Stevie.
Ask Stevie. Absolutely. There's great money in songwriting. Look, ask Babyface.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was with, he signed Tony.
Yep.
It was him and L.A. Reid. Okay. All right. Ask Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, he started out that way.
Yeah.
But then he started doing everything himself.
Mm-hmm.
James Brown.
That's true.
He started that game.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
I can write my own song.
Write my own stuff.
And I made it anyway. It's real. I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna play the music. You don't feel it. You don't feel it till here.
Absolutely. Right. Now go back to the story of Motown and Michael Jackson. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Michael says, I can write stuff. Because Stevie was the same way. They both was Motown. And they both says, we can write. And Barry Gordy says, no, we got writers. We got the brothers.
Gordy was a writer.
Gordy was a writer. He sure was. And Smokey did a lot of the writing.
Yeah.
And what's the brothers? The musicians. The something brothers. Yeah.
Oh, that's Philadelphia. I'm sorry. But I know you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. They did most of the writing.
Dozier.
The Dozier. That's
Dozier
right.
brothers.
Dozier. Yeah, they did most of the writing. And then Michael wanted to write, Steve wanted to write, and they said no until they finally they broke the door down and they got that one hit out, and it's like, oh wow, look what these cats can do.
Yeah. Stevie wrote some hits.
Some ridiculous hits.
This is not for me. This is for them. That's for them. And that's what did it. When you can write for other people.
Other people, absolutely.
Because then it opens up doors for you in so many other ways.
Yeah, and so
Marvin Gaye used to play on the sessions.
Yeah, he sure did.
He played drums on the sessions.
Yeah. Now, Serena's making a good point here, and I was getting ready to go there. She says they went bankrupt because they spent money before they made it. Now, remember I said the recoupable money, the advance? That's not your money.
Exactly.
So when they gave them $1 million, says, here's your money, do what you need to do with it, but
you need to leave that money right where it is.
Okay, so what they did was MC Hammer went and bought the mansion, and then I'll never forget, I saw in a magazine where his marble floors were heated floors, and he had about 7-8 cars out on the, you can only drive one, but he had about 7 of them out there. Okay, this is for money, and when it really is.
Now, here's the other thing. They fell for the okie doke.
Yeah.
See, rich people know a bank will only will only secure $100,000 per account. And they'll tell you, invest your money in the house, invest your money in this. What they're doing is they're taking the money from you to stay rich. You have to be wiser than that.
That's true.
There's no rule that says you can't. If you got $1 million, that means you got 10 accounts with $100,000 in it.
That's a good point.
You don't have to buy all those things.
What's that show? Who, Tiger Wolf?
Howling Wolf.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who's Tiger
yeah,
Wolf?
You never bar against the store.
Yeah, that's good. look at many of the NFL players.
Oh my God, they live in paycheck to paycheck.
After making tens of millions of dollars, okay, and then they're broke within a few years after they retired or they're done with their contract. How is that possible? Greed. You give a fool in, was there a fool in his money?
Yes.
Some part?
His foolish money will soon be departed.
Yeah, so you have to be careful.
Penny wise, dime foolish.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, you a writer?
I am a writer. Yes,
Did you write this song?
I wrote this song. Yes.
Okay. All right. See, he'd already started the game.
Yep.
He's smart.
Yep.
He's smart. Now he gonna get his on the. Now, is there a record label behind this project?
No, starting off independent.
Okay.
I'm open to that. If that door
Sure.
opens up.
The door opens. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna help Bobby on this show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna help
You
him
got
out.
labels to tag you right now.
Yep. We're about to help Bobby out.
Write our name on a post-it note. Stick it on your teeth.
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, we're gonna take Bobby's song and make it the breakup song. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right after the 5 o'clock hour, we're
Want
gonna
your
do
song
that.
broke up?
We're gonna break it up.
Sure, let's break it up.
Oh man, we're gonna break this up. Now, Alvin, I'm telling you now, he Mad Dog Alvin. Now, oh yeah, he gonna break it up. See, but when he break it up, trust me,
put it back together.
It's like Siskel and Ebert. That's him. If Siskel and Ebert take a song, a movie, and they break it up the way they do, because sometimes they oppose each other and sometimes they agree. Whether it's good or bad, a lot of people will go and see it because they want to know, why did y'all say it was bad? Let me see for myself. Remember that movie, that controversial movie about Jesus, the Temptation
of Christ?
Yeah. Okay. People ignored it until the critic says, "Oh no, don't you dare go see this movie." This and yada. And then the Christians, they were like, "Don't go see it." And then everybody wanted to go see it because
they wanted to know why it was so bad.
Well, why was so bad about it? But I like the breakup song because what we do is there might be a portion in the song that we might not like. So you might probably change that, but that's just our how you say,
our critique.
Yeah, and our opinions on it, because somebody else said, no, that's a great portion of the song. Leave that there. But once we get through analyzing it and he telling you how the good parts, it makes people. Did we do that with LaShonda Lewis song? Yeah. I'm Free.
Yeah, you did, because it was done twice. You caught me off guard and said, "Listen to this song, now play it."
I sure did. Yeah, and now it's like it's in our regular rotation.
Yes, and it's a great song.
It's a great song,
and you can hear it for free.
Yep, you sure can.
I think the entertainment industry should always be open to criticism, whether it's acting, music. It doesn't matter, because when it's all said and done, no one has arrived. Everybody's striving.
Yes,
to be
sir.
the best, and people can help make you your best while listen to their constructive criticism.
Yeah, that's good, and that's the greatest attitude to have. Being a songwriter yourself, I've written over about 2,000 songs. He's written God knows how many songs, and these are our babies, And it's like, have you ever seen an ugly baby? But you don't, you in front of the parents, you don't say it's ugly. What do you say? What do you say?
So coochie.
He's so small.
Oh, that's a beautiful outfit.
Right.
Yeah, that baby is so normal.
Oh, wow, she's so pretty. It's a boy.
Right. It's a boy. Yeah, it has all his toes. Wow. And that's that's the way our music is. You write a song, you want everybody to love that song. Right. You really do. If somebody says, I don't like it, that goes right to your heart. You know what I'm saying? But then the thing about that, I actually like the bad criticism, because it tells me that the world is not the same. Everybody's different. Right. Have you ever gone to YouTube and saw a song? It was one of the most beautiful songs you've heard, but it had a whole bunch of unlikes, or what's it called?
Yeah,
the
thumbs down.
The thumbs down.
Yeah.
It had a million thumbs up, but it had quite a few. And you're like, who are these people who don't like this song? Right. You know what I'm saying? It made me just analyze it. You know what? Everybody's not the same, which is good, because and I have a genre that people can love me, and then there's another genre that I can't enter into. That's what makes the world go round. And then it gives us room for rewriting. It's okay to rewrite a song. How many artists you know out there who re-released that song that you found was a great song, and they re-released it because they wanted to change something in the bridge that they felt, I never really liked it the original way. Let me change something. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Rewriting is very important, and it should be considered. But this last portion here, it says career outlook in general. I gave you guys how much money you could make in it. But further in the show, I'm going to tell you how you can make money in the music business as an artist. Things that you guys are doing right now, but you're doing it for free. And that's going on social media. Y'all use social media a lot, but none of you are getting paid for it. And it makes me wonder. Yeah, y'all not using it to capitalize on what's going on in the industry. A lot of people are making a lot of money out there in whatever they're doing through social media, but we just talking about each other's mama on Facebook. But if you look on the right side of Facebook, you see all of these ads. Those people are making money, and they're laughing. And they're laughing at some of you because you're just wasting time. Okay, we're gonna
turn my Facebook off.
Yeah, they turn it off because they're laughing at you. Yeah, we're gonna play another artist who was on our show a few months ago called Eternal. He's got this nice little hippity hoppity. Rippity roppity, pippity poppity boo. That's it. Great song. I think Bobby, you was on that show with Turner. Was he? Were you
I was here? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. A great hit. Eternal. This is Sir Walter Jones Show.
Broadcasting all over the world at urbanbroadcastmedia.com, delivering love and inspiration 24/7. This is UBM Praise.
So fresh, so clean, everything just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is your night. Hey, get your swag on, get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on, get your swag on. So fresh, so clean, everything just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is your night. Hey, get your swag on, get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on, get your swag on. The name of this song could have been Swagatageous. Swagatageous? My swag, it could be contagious. Fresh pair of shoes on, fresh outfit on. I got some bling, bling on. It's like I'm on a swag train. Can you smell my fragrance, man? I got that Usher. Yeah, man. Can you see the diamonds in my ears? You can be far. Next thing you know, I'm going out to my swag car. So fresh, super clean, shining like bling, bling. I just paid all the bills, so everything is so bright. Only thing I gotta do now is have a swag night. Feeling like the night, riding through the shot. City wifey right next to me. Yeah, you know she looking pretty. So pretty. Destinations Navy Pier. What a beautiful sight. Feeling like $1 million. Oh my, it's a swag night. Oh my, it's a steakhouse. It's next on the swag list. And at the end of the night, I know I'll get swag. Swag, just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is your night. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. So fresh, so clean, everything just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is your night. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. Once upon a time it was a guy named Eternal. He had a lot of swag and he really was the star. Yes, sir. He had a lot of swag and everything he did, man, because he realized he had one life to live. Had a lot of confidence in everything you do. Man, you only got one life to live. You know that it is true. It's true. Put your head up and walk with that swagger walk. Believe in what you say. I guess you just can call it swagger. Swagger. Open up your eyes. What a surprise. This is your life. If you have swag, it will make you have a good life. Feel good about yourself in every single thing you do. It's like a fairy tale. You the only one can make it true. Make sure that your swag is 100% purified. Swag is so important. Bring the best out of you and me. Remember the swag ain't all about material things. It's all about feeling like you a king or a queen. Swag.
Everything is right. Get your swag on. Tonight is your night. Get your swag on. Get your swag on. Get your swag on. Get your swag on.
So fresh, so clean, everything just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is your night. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. So fresh, so clean, everything just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is your night. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. So fresh, so clean, everything just right. Gotta get your swag on because tonight is swag right. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on. Hey, get your swag on. Get your swag on.
The following show is paid programming and does not necessarily express the views and opinions of Urban Broadcast Media and its subsidiaries. Thank you for listening to UBM Praise.
And now, our feature presentation.
Wednesday.
Get your swag on, get your swag on. That was featuring Bobby Miller, believe it or not. I forgot that Bobby was on the project himself.
Yeah.
He wasn't just on the show, he was on the project.
Guest artists get paid first before the artists.
You see what I'm saying? That's another one right there.
Yep.
The artists still get theirs last. Yep. This is Welcome to Eternity. And then it's called Eternal. But it's Get Your Swag On. Those of you who are swagalicious out there, if you are the swagologists out there, you gonna get it on. Get it on. Yeah, y'all swagologists. Yeah, this is and I think one of the songs that he got 12 songs on here, but the one that I found to be my favorite was called On the Town for some reason. Maybe we'll play it at the half hour of this hour. But what we want to do is we do every Wednesday, that is. We haven't done it in a while, called the Breakup Song. And what we do is, those of you who just tuned in, it's 5 o'clock, 5:04 in the Chicagoland area. I don't know what the weather is, so don't expect me to get it. But all I know is I came in here with a coat, a scarf, and a hat. So,
and he was sweating.
So I just want you to know it's not summertime yet. Although Monday it reached about 72, 73 degrees. And then that night it dropped down to 39. You can only find that in Chicago and the Sahara Desert and parts of California.
And
Arizona, yeah. So that's why 95,000 people moved out of Illinois last year. 95,000.
Man,
they were like, you know what?
Hey, let's take this show on the road.
Yeah, we should.
This is an internet show. We can just leave.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, if
let's go back to Dakota.
Let's go back to Dakota. No. South Beach. Now that's a great idea, Doc. I would love that.
As long as Bernice ain't trying to tow my car, I'm
Bernice.
cool.
Bernice. Why gotta be Bernice?
South Beach tow.
I know. That Bernice is she's a beast, and in every natural sense of the word, beast. Okay. Let's do the breakup song. The breakup song is what we do. We take a song that one of our artists bring here, new artists usually, and we take their song and we break it up. Find out what are the intricate parts of this song. What were they thinking? Why they decided to use this bridge in the song, and what did it do to affect Alvin C. Carter in the negative or in the positive way? All right. This song here is by Bobby Miller. It is a love song, actually. Oh yeah.
Why you tell me?
Huh? Oh,
you must not tell me nothing about the song.
I wasn't. All I said was it was a love song. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
No, it's too much.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. We love songs, and so yeah, here it goes. And the name of the song is, well, I can't tell you because he's got to figure it out. Bobby, you can't say nothing, okay? All right, shut up.
As a wind blows my way.
You hear that, right? Yes, sir.
What a sweet fragrance when I run my fingers through your hair.
Better hope you ain't got no weave.
I get a tingling feeling.
Listen
to the tracks.
This
Listen
must be love. Watching you as you sleep.
Where's it taking you?
Holding you close.
It's setting me up for a chorus.
Okay.
Right there, transition.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a long verse. Or let's call it the bridge. Now we hit it.
That needed to be done. What era is it taking you back to? 80s. Absolutely. Old school.
Yep.
Timeless.
Yes.
Huh?
It's the revolutionary decade for music.
It was. I agree.
Because with the advent of the keyboard, DX7.
Yeah, you hear the DX.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They may not call DX7 now.
No, they
it's
don't.
electric piano, but
sure.
it's that DX sound.
I hear little People Bryson.
Yes. And Brian McKnight.
Yep. I hear it. I hear a Fred Hammond ballad, the old Fred Hammond.
Yeah. Well, Fred Hammond singing it and Michael writing it.
That's right.
Commission.
The timpani. That's old Commission. Yeah.
That's his signature.
There it is. There it is.
I feel like I can fly. Yeah.
See, that's the Memorex tapes you're talking about.
Yeah, Memorex. That's Dion. Memorex.
So much. You're more than a world to me. Yeah. In
He used his pan properly. Left ear. You heard the echo?
Yes.
The call and response.
Yes. Right ear, I'm hearing the echo. Yes.
There was a there was a widespread in the pan there. Now that should be contributed to either the engineer or if the artist knew to do that in the mix.
That was still very creative. Now, interesting enough, there wasn't a consistent chorus as expected.
Yeah.
It was more of a consistent verse. But the eternity concept was embraced by the string line.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
And if they had made one change in the end, by instead of ending on the 1 and ending on the 4, it would have given the illusion of eternity. Because it would have been suspended. Hanging.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, well.
When it does the resolve.
Can you demonstrate? Oh. Bobby, how do we do?
All right, yeah, you guys nailed it, man. I
Play that back.
To the 80s.
Can you run it back?
Yeah, 80s.
Hammond Commission.
Yeah.
And it's funny you said Timeless because he calls himself Floyd Thomas.
Wow.
So what did he say?
He says it's funny that we call it Timeless because that's the
from Floyd Timeless Thomas.
Yeah, ain't that something? Yeah. We got good ears here, man. We got good ears.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm sorry, y'all. That's our expensive Casio.
Yeah.
Every time,
I was hitting volume and
he hit. Yeah. When you pay $100 for a keyboard, that means that's top of the line.
I paid $20 for this, man.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you get change back?
Lenny gave it to me.
Oh, Lenny. That's right. Lenny.
Bought it for my daughter. So when you went to that end, you ended like that. If you had to, that would have given it the end of.
I see.
Yeah, it would have given a sense of eternity.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I hear that. That's commission right there. That's straight commission.
Yes.
Yeah, that's commission. That's pretty good. Yeah, and you're right. Now, the thing about that, though, for the other side of the audience who didn't hear that in it you just gave, it wasn't missing in their ears.
Oh, no, it wasn't missing at all. It was just something creative.
Could have done you could do live. That it could have done. There you go.
That gives your audience, which may either draw a new audience, or give a sense of expectation to the audience you have when you perform.
Even the chimes may be incorporated in there.
As
well. Oh yeah, got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah. You left this song wide open for so many aspects of it in the live version.
Yes,
you're on stage, and there's so many places you can go with
BGV vocals could be in
there.
Oh
yes. Yeah. The BGV they could start this thing off and go for 2 minutes without you.
Yeah.
And set the audience up.
Yeah, you could actually have, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Just talking about love eternal.
Yeah.
Between a man and a woman.
Man, I'm telling you, I could do a live with this song, man.
I know you can.
Because you're back from way back.
Come on, man.
Play y'all from the Himalayas. Yes, sir.
I could go there with this, man. My birthday.
He's thrilled because he gets Holy Ghost feel. He can make it happen.
I would love to do something with you with this. Matter of fact, my birthday celebration is July 6th. Yeah, put that in your calendar, by the way. Yeah. July 6th in Evanston out there. Yeah, we're going to have to do something with it. I got to have you on that show, man. Got to have you on that show. So the name of the song is what, album?
Eternity.
Is it Eternity, Bobby?
What's
it called?
This Must Be Love.
This must be love. Oh, I keep hearing the word eternity.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens at the first.
Oh, the new song is the next song.
Oh, you playing? Are you trying to? No, I'm thinking. I think maybe you getting this mixed up with the.
I heard the word eternity in the chorus.
Oh,
it was a consistent theme.
Okay, so let's get the first minute of this. See what happened.
If the wind blows my way.
I can smell your perfume.
What
a sweet fragrance.
Wow, it must be a special lady.
When I run my fingers through your hair, I get a tingling feeling.
Static electricity.
This must be love. Watching you as you sleep, holding you close to me, and loving you endlessly. For eternity.
For eternity.
That's what you hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would have entitled the song Eternity.
For eternity.
Yeah.
And you said the title is
This Must Be Love.
This Must Be Love.
Mm-hmm. Now we talked.
No. That's your summation.
That's the reason why.
Yeah. This is what we talked about last week.
This
I
is
think
one of those devices that really works well for artists. Stevie Wonder used it with As.
He did.
He used it also with Master Blaster.
I'm getting ready to say Master Blaster. Yeah.
He used it also with Sir Duke. He used it with Raindrops. Well, no, you can hear Raindrops. It was consistent. But there's several songs that he's used this device.
Yeah, and
to draw you in to listen to it. But then if you listen to it and never knew the title, you'd call it something else.
You would. You really would. And it's up to the artists. It's up to them what they want to call it. But there still need to be some type of rule and regulation set if you're going to do a whole project. A single like this, yeah, you can't get rid of it. But if he get ready to come out with 7-8 songs, okay, you can't keep following that.
No.
And now you become a confused artist.
Yeah, because none of the songs sound like the title.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I search for it on YouTube, yeah, right. Because when you search for it on YouTube, there has to be some relevance.
Yeah, I agree. This is good. Those of you who are listening, I got 3 copies for you if you want it, free of charge. It's yours.
Free 99. First 3 here, knock down the door, you can have it.
Yes, it is yours.
Get your super transfers together.
Yeah.
Bus is still running.
Come on, okay, you guys. All right, the first 3 on Facebook who says I want it, it's yours. That's 3. Okay, just go on Facebook and say I want it, and it's yours. Now
I want it.
Now what's gonna happen? Our album. Here's what's gonna happen. There's people gonna be listening to it on Spreaker tonight.
Oh,
and then I'm gonna say it's gonna be I want it. Watch.
That's a good test.
Yeah, that's a good test. But they're gonna listen to a rebroadcast, unfortunately. Yeah.
Still.
And then our shows are played every morning at 9:00. I think, right, D? Okay, all right. Well, it used to be played every morning.
I play it every morning at 9:00. That's when I take it my breaking.
So they're gonna my Facebook gonna keep every day gonna be like, I want it. I'm like, what? You want what? What do you want?
Just don't inbox them.
No, please don't inbox me. Say I want it.
I'll mail it to you.
Yeah. This is great. I love this. The only issue I have with this song album is the song title. Okay, that's the only issue I have.
No.
That needs to be redirected.
And I'll be honest with you, I was impressed with the vocals.
I was very impressed,
which
with
is
the
hard
vocals.
for me because
I was very impressed.
I'm hard on male vocalists.
I did hear a voice box though,
and that's fine by me. It was well praised.
No, I liked it though because sometimes we can overly use it.
Yeah,
and we want to be like a Cher. You believe in love after love.
Roger Troutman.
Yeah, right.
He never
right.
sang a song that's not your voice.
No, no. Right, T-Pain, exactly. Yeah, I feel painful.
And you could tell he could dance. I mean, sing.
Yeah.
Roger Troutman could sing. You listen to it, but he always used that voice box.
Yeah.
He could make you dance.
Yeah.
Chicago church boy.
That's what it is. But we listen to a lot of secular music coming up.
Troutman was a church boy.
Yeah, I know. But this is a great song. This definitely going into regular rotation. I enjoyed it when I first heard it at home. I was like, "What, Bobby? Bobby? Is that you, dude? Man, Bobby, I didn't know you can do that." Yeah. If I say right, Bobby. So what's so never it is?
Yeah.
It's got to
Ricky
be
and Mike, huh?
It's got to be funky. So here are some career outlooks in general. Broadcast and sound engineer can expect a job growth rate on par with the national average at about 9% between 2012 and 2022, according to BLS. As new equipment is needed for TV stations, radio stations, and other businesses, the demand for technicians will grow. Openings, however, will be tight with the best opportunities in small markets. Producers in general, meanwhile, can expect an even slower growth rate, around 3% between 2012 and 2022, according to BLS. A continued demand for music and movies, along with new content delivery methods, will fuel the slow growth rate. Competition will be fierce, though, and people with strong business skills will have most success. Now, those of you who are out there and who you're trying to break in, I do have some insights for you as far as the global entertainment media outlook is. And the first thing I want to talk about is these are key insights. And I'm just going to look at them at a glance. The first one is digital recorded music revenue will surpass physical recorded revenue in 2014. That's very important. I have a CD in my hand, okay, from Bobby Miller. And people are still printing CDs. They're still very relevant to print CDs. Those of you who feel like I'm just going to go all iTunes. No. I need you to still print the CDs because there is still a large, broad audience out there who want a physical product and a package in their hands.
Yes.
All right? And
I'm one of those.
I'm one of them too. And they still have CD players at home. They still got the laptop and the desktop where the CD, you slide it in and you download it into your iTunes. They still have it. There's still people who ride around with cars with CD players in them. And they want to physically put it in there and ride around town. And okay, so still print the CD. Eventually, you won't be able to because, like the cassette tapes, it didn't die, but you just don't print them anymore when you're trying to go to Discmakers. You don't say I want 500 cassettes and 1,000 CDs.
Right.
No, that used to be. But now you don't ask for cassette tapes unless you are doing an audio teaching series. And you're selling them to that select audience, yes, which is the religious audience. They still buy cassettes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what kept the cassettes alive, the religious community.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Absolutely. If you go to the average, especially Caucasian church, and you want the pastor's sermons, they're going to be in cassettes. All right, because they're quicker, they're faster.
They are quicker to produce, and they're cheaper to make.
And they're cheaper. So
even though CDs are really cheaper to make, but they sell them for more.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the religious community kept those. And you'd be surprised what industry kept a particular package together. For instance, they came out what was called Betamax tapes.
Yeah.
Okay. Beta, and then they had what's called VHS. All right. Now, Beta was a better quality tape. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know why they switched it and got rid of it, though.
Well, I'm about to tell you. Beta was a better quality tape, but you can only get it's more expensive to rent or buy, and you can only get about 4 hours on it, maybe.
Oh, it
maybe
wasn't practical.
4. They're about 2 to 3 hours, and if you needed to look at maybe Star Wars was a long movie at the time, you had to get 2 Beta
recorders.
Tapes. Right? If you went to the store, it came in 2 tapes.
Gotcha.
VHS, you got 6 hours. On
easily,
it.
Yes.
But the quality was not as great.
Yes.
Okay. So, but you didn't wonder. Okay, now the players, the Beta players, of course, they were more expensive, but the quality was greater. The porn industry came in the scene. Okay, and what happened was you went into the store, the video stores, and then there was a back room.
Yeah.
All right, and many of the boys hung out in the back room. Yeah, we did. Went in the back room, and there were all the tapes, but all of the porn tapes were
Betamax.
No,
VHS.
It was VHS because you can get 6 hours of nastiness on VHS.
Oh, it wasn't about the quality.
No,
it was about the quantity.
It was about the quantity, absolutely. And what happens is the beta industry realized they could not compete with that because what the movie producers started doing, they started putting their tapes on VHS because they saw that the porn industry was selling like hotcakes. And the movie producers said, let's get in on this. And so they started not wanting to put it on beta, they started putting it on VHS. And then the beta people said, we can't compete with this. And they were out like Tower Records and Borders Books and all these other stores. Coconuts. They could not compete with online. Who we got? Amazon and we got all these other cats online. Amazon is the monster, but we do have other online digital stores. So the insights at a glance is digital recorded music revenue will surpass physical recorded revenue in 2014 and 2015. But still, ride this win while you still have it.
Yes.
Keep riding it. Global total digital recorded music revenue will exceed physical recorded music revenue for the first time in 2014 and 15 at 10.18 billion against the U.S. 10.17 billion, respectively. Growth in digital has given consumer greater choice and allowed many different formats to flourish. All right, now many of you, of course, you're going on and getting your stuff for free. Which of course it has hurt a lot of artists, but in some sense, it actually helped a lot of artists, and we'll talk about that probably in another show because there's something you need to examine here. Number 2, download sales growth may be slower, but the format remains strong. Global digital music downloading revenue saw near unbroken double-digit year-on-year growth from 2009 to 2012, but will only rise at a 3.3%. to 2018, reaching about $7.1 billion. Now, Apple is the dominant player.
Oh, yes.
So all eyes will be on its typically innovative release initiative to keep downloads relevant. Apple is the most, is the number one company in the world as far as what they call it, quarterly intake and revenue. It's huge. They made they made multiple billions of dollars, and you wonder what they're doing with that money. But they're gonna come out with a product, and there's gonna be a line wrapped around the door of the building. Yep. I'm sorry. I mean, I
a friend of mine has it. I saw it at Science Fair last week.
Yeah,
and it was amazing what that thing could do.
I saw the when they were releasing, and I said, you know what, it does a lot of great things, but I just can't do it. I got enough apples. I done made that boy rich so many times. I done paid so many mortgages.
And Steve Jobs' rich as dead, man. You ever hear?
Yep. Him and Elvis Presley. Two of the most.
Michael ain't dead.
Yeah, Michael ain't dead. I saw him in Inglewood just yesterday. Glove was on the left-hand side, so I don't know. He changed his image.
His nose is Toucan Sam.
I picked it up and said, Mike, you dropped your nose. Number 3, not all bricks and mortar music retailers are giving up on selling music. Big music retail chains have largely been excluded from the growth of digital music, but some are adjusting their strategies by branching out into streaming. Their efforts will contribute to 13.4% GAGR, rising global digital music streaming revenues in 2018. So those of you who are getting your stores in Walmart, God bless you. That's still a good place to be. Let's look at what's the coffee stores out there. Starbucks. Man. You getting Starbucks? You're doing good. Best Buy, you're doing great. Don't give up on those brick and mortar. Go to Mr. G's. Get it in there. he'll stock it for you because he's a man who always have tried to help, especially the African American community.
You mean George's?
That's what I was saying, Mr. G's.
Yeah.
That's the club, ain't it? Yeah. That's yeah. Don't no, I wasn't there yesterday.
George's music room, right?
Yeah, George's music room. Go there. If you into gospel music, then go to all of the gospel bookstores that are out there. And especially if you are in gospel music and you are affiliated with churches, put your stuff in the church's bookstore. You'll be surprised how many people have made a killing in the local church's bookstore. Okay, your wife works for was it Monument of Faith, right?
Yes.
All right, they got a bookstore.
Yes,
they sure do. And trust me, people after church line up to buy product.
Yep, they do.
I know they do. I was there lining up. Okay, my church has a bookstore by Bishop Moody out there in Faith Temple, and all these churches in Chicago, both large and small, many of them have bookstores. Put your product in that store. Okay, but here's what you need to do. Don't just put your product in that store and don't have any affiliate with that church.
Come by there.
Stop by there unannounced, uninvited.
Say hello.
Tell hello. Get to know the pastor. Get to know the manager of that bookstore. And sometimes you have to purchase something.
Yes.
Just be friendly with them. Say,
prime the pump.
And say, I want to at least have a time and opportunity to sing for the ministry. I'm not expecting nothing. I just want to sing. And you'd be surprised what that takes you.
Yeah.
Because I find a lot of artists say, well, Walter, why can't I get here and get there?
Gotta give something to get something.
You gotta give. Got to give it up. The people want to know who you are. They don't just want to buy into you. They don't know nothing about you. You're not around town. They don't know who you are.
Right.
And and it's unfair to do that. It really is.
Truthfully.
If I release a product today, trust me, it'll sell off the racks because I'm in everybody's church. And for 35, 40 years, I've always been in everybody's church. They know me. And they know that I'm not going there to look for something. I'm there to support them. And that's how you, my listeners, I can't count them anymore. You go to Spreaker.com, we've got up into the, we might be at 11, 12, 13,000,
wow.
Hits, what have you, okay? And it's only because they know me.
And they know somebody that know you.
They know somebody who knows me.
And they know somebody who knows somebody who knows
There you go.
And so on and so on.
And so on. Yeah, so use this media to your benefit. And don't just drop something on the table and says, here, buy this. They're like, who are you? Paul, I know. Jesus, I know.
You about to get whooped.
We're going to a break. I did another song from one of my artists. Not sure who you're going to play, but play it anyway. And we'll be right back with some Bobby Miller. All right. This is Sir Walter Jones Show.
Log on to urbanbroadcastmedia.com and check out the many services Urban Broadcast Media provides. Whether it's social media, video production, radio broadcasting, or audio recording, we got you covered.
How many know joy comes in the morning? Come on, stand to your feet, let's go! Yeah. If you know joy comes in the morning, stand to your feet and clap with us. Give God the praise. Hit this one again. Don't worry about your problems. Don't worry about your situation. Because we've been there doing the night when joy comes in the morning. Let's go for the praise. Sometimes you may see the things you never get right.
The following show is paid programming and does not necessarily express the views and opinions of Urban Broadcast Media and its subsidiaries. Thank you for listening to UBM Praise.
Wednesday.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
At this time, I have the honor to present to you the moral leader of our nation, a great dedicated man, a philosopher of a non-violent system of behavior.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Politics, doctrine, current events. Let's meet at the Controversy Corner on the Sir Walter Jones Show here on UBM Praise.
This is Keep It Real Carter here at the intersection of controversy and conscientiousness. As you being an artist, you must be conscious of what you're trying to do. What artistic format are you going to follow? Are you going to do a crapshoot and just take a chance and just throw it out there? Snake eyes! Oh, God, dog, I bought all these CDs, can't do nothing with them. Or are you going to pray and ask God to give you direction and ask and find out exactly what it is you should be doing? Well, here are some tips for you. No areolas, just tips. Know your place. Yes, that's right. Placement is important. The place by which you release your product, the place or timing when you release it, the location. All of that is important. Sometimes you may be premature. You have to wait and find out when it's time, when the audience is ready for you, or when are you ready for your audience. Just because you wrote a song doesn't mean it's not a hit, but you might miss if it comes out too soon or too late. The second point, singing the wrong song at the right place can kill your career. What do you mean? And you at a funeral singing He's Alive. Or at a wedding singing Me and Mrs. Jones. Or at a jazz concert singing Ave Maria, followed by Amazing Grace.
Oh, no.
Then you're going to ask Pavarotti to do a duet with you like James Brown and sing it to Man's World. Mistake. And don't ever, never at a classical performance sing Father, I stretch. Don't do it. Don't do it. And definitely do not go to a Christmas pageant and sing Summertime.
No.
It just don't work.
Wow.
No, it just don't work.
Wow.
Especially in Chicago. No. Now, here's the real important part. Don't overprice yourself or price yourself out of the market. It's a business, so getting paid is important, but knowing your worth may not always be equivalent to what you think you should get. If you're a rookie artist, sometimes you got to pay a little bit to get a little bit. Sometimes you got to take the small gig to build up to the next gig. But always keep in mind that today's job is tomorrow's job is counting on what you do today.
Yeah.
If you happen to be blessed and start getting some things, save some money, please. You can't buy everything. And be careful of the devices that are out there, because the enemy will try to sift you as wheat. Because every dime that they give you, they're trying to get $1 back from you.
Right.
So you must be careful. Last and not least, read your contract.
Lord, yeah.
Read the fine print.
Yeah.
Pay the extra money and hire a lawyer to read it for you. And find out just exactly what they're enslaving you to do, because that's what a contract does. It enslaves you for a period of time. So ask yourself, I want to be an artist, but do I want to be a slave? Am I going to sell my product? Am I going to sell my craft? Am I going to sell my soul to the devil? Or am I going to be sold out for Jesus? That's my controversial point. It's a topic. You got to be conscientious. In all that ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. God bless your hearts and all other parts. I'm a go.
Yeah, Controversy Corner, right here every night, 5:30 p.m. on the Sir Walter Jones Show. My goddaughter, and she asked me to attend the what they call those things, cotillions, with her. All right, and it was all these young girls, 16-year-old, what have you. I guess it's a passageway to adulthood, basically. So they're 16. We sitting there with the parents at the table, and the DJ decides he wants to play this song. Tonight is the night. You make me a woman. Yes, I kid you not.
Wrong song.
Yeah,
I could tell you.
And the
honeymoon, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, wedding reception, maybe not.
Yeah. And the fathers turned to him and said, and they looked at him, dude.
I can imagine.
And you can hear that record go. Oh, they was peed.
Because all he saw was the title, "Make Me a Woman."
That's
Didn't
all
know
he
the
saw.
song.
He did not know his craft. That's the sound.
That's it.
That was it. Yeah.
That's called a fly flatulating.
Yeah, fly flatulation. Filth, flat. Yeah, and this is perfectly your segue from your controversial corner. It is perfect. You gotta know your audience, and you gotta know at least know your music. At least know your music. It's ridiculous what it is, dude. Yeah, and I think Now this song called from Bobby Miller, the music, This Must Be Love. This song here would be great at weddings. This song would be great for lovers, engagement parties, all these little things that y'all do. And so I think Bobby Miller could be he could really capitalize on that particular genre. When you these bridal shows, and when women are doing their little thing when it pertains to love, the singles ministries and marriage ministries and all this stuff, this song right here could really help. And so I'm encouraging Bobby to look into those industries so that you can get this song out to the masses, let them hear this. And it's a very beautiful song. I'm telling you, I don't care really what your walk of life is, whether you a worldly person, Christian, or a Buddhist. The song is across the board a beautiful song. It would be akin to "You Are So Beautiful to Me," which is typically sung both in churches and out. And this song here is a wonderful song of love. But what I want to say is I'm not going to be on it very long. I want to quit a little early because I've got the convention tonight, so I got to hit the road. But the list I had here, I did number 1, 2, 3, and number 4 is mobile music will see major gains in emerging markets. Everybody got a cell phone, even newborns got a cell phone. Okay, you want to give the newborn is crying and he's in that cradle, give him his cell phone. The introduction of low-cost smartphones, and see, give him his phone. Give that baby his iPhone. You know he's missing his iPhone. Dash. Come on, baby, Dash. Oh, you don't want an iPhone? You don't. You're not an Apple baby. Give her Android. There she was. She got her Android. The introduction of low-cost smartphones in many emerging markets will present new opportunities to access affordable music. This will help global mobile music revenue to rise by 1.5% CAGR to 2018. Driven by that, give that baby that Android. God, man. 5. Live music is extending its geographic reach. Live music. I could talk about that next week. And 6, the music industry is starting to use big data to better engage with consumers. Record companies are increasingly turning to digital data analysis as a means of developing targeted marketing campaigns. They are also beginning to see ways in which fan data can be used to drive tailored promotions to better engage consumers. Now, those of you who are you are artists out there and you're trying to make it, you need a mailing list. Get one, please. A mailing list is so important. I have a large list. You guys need a list. That list is very vital. Email is not dead. It appears that reports on email demise they are untrue. If you're reading it, they are untrue. According to the recent surveys in 2000 and 200 adults in the United States and the UK by Harris Interactive, despite the rise of social networking, we're still addicted to emails, and we're not letting go. Here's a survey: 72,000 in U.S. and 68%. 72% in U.S. and 68% in the U.K. check their emails during their time off. I check my email faithfully. All right, email ain't dead. 90% of Americans check emails in bed. 21% of men and 16% women. The men are checking to see if the side chick is checked in. 50% check their email while on vacation and during off days. 46% of Americans responded checked their email to ease their workload. 37% are afraid that they'll miss something if they didn't check their emails. 27% check work email at home because it's expected of them. 26% check email on vacation because that's the only way they can handle the volume. Okay? The list goes on and on. If you're an artist and you don't have an email list, get one. And if you want to know how, I can help you how. Just hit me up. And you guys got my information because you're here at the end of the show. And we'll do more shows on the mailing list. Very vital. You want people to know what you're doing, where you are, and where you're gonna be playing, and all that stuff. But get that list. I'm telling you, it's worth its weight in gold, and it won't cost you really nothing to get one, unless you do an autoresponder. And autoresponder, y'all get autoresponders all the time, because when you get an email, you get all the spam and all this stuff in your email. That's because you're on an autoresponders list. Well, use that to your advantage. If you're getting hit with a lot of emails and you didn't want them, well, it's because you don't have a list, and you could be doing the same thing. Out of every 10, 2 may delete you. So what? You still got a few that's on the list who will stay with you to the very end. Bobby, man, I want to thank you for coming on this show.
Yes, sir.
This is a great song. I want you to come back, and we could do some more shows around this. And I know that you're going to write more songs. I know that you are. You better. That's in order. Yes. Keep writing. Don't be a one-hit wonder, please. Keep writing those songs that make the whole world sing, and watch how your career grow. And you guys go and Spreaker will be up tonight, and you can rewind the show and send it to all those people who are trying to make a career out of being an artist. Help them with this. Actually, we have several shows. This is not the only show. We do this every Wednesday. So when you go to Spreaker.com, go into this area that says gospel music, and you'll hear all of our Wednesday shows to help you on your way. We did a show on social media. I gave you the stats on all the social media sites and how many people are listening and watching and what have you. You need to be on those sites. Don't just go on Twitter and send a tweet. You send a tweet and then walk away thinking, okay, millions of dollars going to come my way. Nope. They need you to be very present. Talk to them. Ask them how their day is going. Don't just sell them stuff. Ask them how they're doing, and watch how much they pay attention to what you're doing when you go to concerts and what have you to see them. But Alvin Carter has a Good Friday, April 3rd, Friday. Alvin C. Carter, that guy who just gave us that wonderful Controversial Corner, he's in concert himself at the old Monument of Faith, y'all, the old one on Chappelle, 74th and Chappelle. It's now Nehemiah Urban Church Ministries. Y'all need to be there. Please fill the place. These tickets are $20, nothing. Y'all spent that today on a cappuccino at Starbucks.
And it's his birthday.
Yep, and it's his birthday. Why not just bless him? Just bless him and let him know how much you love him, how much you care for him, and thank him for all the free stuff he's been giving y'all since October 6th here on this show. It's called Reflect, y'all, ATJ Productions, and I want y'all there. I want to see you there. You get a chance to see me and him. I'll be playing a little bit, and even the Brony Scott will be there singing, believe it or not. Okay, so we'll be there. His birthday, Friday, April 3rd at 7 p.m., y'all, 7359 South Chappelle. That's Good Friday. Get a ticket, or show up and, and do something. Do something with yourself. All right, we got to go, y'all. Leave a little early, but that's okay. We can do that. This is my show. I can do whatever I want to. Bobby Miller.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go check him out. iTunes, he's everywhere. I got 3 CDs here I want to give out. We'll have them in our hands tomorrow as well. And we want to bless you. Got to go. Sir Walter Jones Show.
You've been listening to the Sir Walter Jones Radio Show, where he provides you with a biblical perspective for your everyday life. Stay connected to Sir Walter Jones by visiting him online at www.sirwalterjones.com or on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Sir Walter Jones Show. Stay tuned until next time with the Sir Walter Jones Show with Sir Walter Jones.
If you can't find any work, I'll put in a good word for you at my job, man.
You ain't got no job, man.
Yeah, one more time. Randy Watson, how about it?